that is respectful towards each other and our different perspectives. Thank you.
My Lords, I am absolutely delighted to be speaking in a debate after the Noble Lord, Lord Cashman, and the Noble Baroness Lady Hunt. My biggest beef with Stonewall has been their refusal to debate. And I think by that policy, they have built up a bank of fire and argument which has done a great deal of harm to trans people and to others. And if we are seeing an end to that, circumstances under which we can talk these things through, and they are not easy issues, and reach a comfortable conclusion, then I shall be absolutely delighted. I have many times asked Stonewall if I can discuss things with them. They have never acceded. Perhaps this is a new beginning. In the first 20 years of my life in this House, listened to a lot of debates where women were arguing for single-sex wards. I can't, on the basis of listening to them, think anything but that this is a legitimate demand, that this is something that really matters, not perhaps to every woman, but to women at large, and that absolutely they constitute the sort of grounds which are contemplated in the Equality Act for making something single-sex. And it is absolutely clear in the definitions in the Equality Act that trans women are men. And so if you have a trans woman in a female ward, that is a man in a female ward, and that is absolutely against what female wards were intended for. Now that's the starting position. It isn't the most humane ending position. As the Noble Baroness Lady Hunt says, I have a great deal of faith in the nursing profession to resolve difficult issues to the best possible and reach the best possible solution. But the starting point should not be Annex B. The starting point should be the Equality Act, should be the recognition that separate spaces for women, particularly when they're vulnerable, are something that we as a society wish to do. It is, when we last had a review of the Gender Recognition Act, Stonewall submitted evidence to say that they wished the exceptions under the Equality Act to be removed. I don't start from that position. I start from the position that those exceptions are very important. And nor do I follow the Noble Lord Etherton in suggesting that these are that the review has to be case by case, as in person by person. It's quite clear to me from the judgments that have been made under that Act that this refers to the circumstances of an institution. So an institution is quite entitled to say that no, we will not allow any male-bodied people to share a hospital ward which is purely for female-bodied people. Now, as I say, I don't regard that as a satisfactory end position. I think the right way to get to a proper conclusion is debate. I think a review which was not as obviously biased and unsatisfactory, I would have a review carried out by people who are so committed to a very highly politicised organisation, one which is embracing the extremes of postmodernism in its attitude to people, is entirely unsatisfactory. This has to be what the Noble Baroness Lady Hunt has just called for, a broad conversation, a broad review, one that respects the position that people find themselves in, one that is, yes, interested in arriving at an evidenced position at the end of it. That isn't what we've got at the moment. I hope it's what we'll arrive at, but I hope this House can play its part in that, and I am absolutely delighted